Kuhn, and I serve as the Senior Director of School and Community Programs here at the Kennedy Center, and have the honor of serving as the lead for Kennedy Center's local and national arts education partnerships for pre-K through grade 12 students. On behalf of Kennedy Center President Deborah Rutter and Vice President of Education Jordan LaSalle, I am so pleased to welcome you to tonight's performance. Next week, we will have an entire week dedicated to DC Public Schools. We will be hosting our DCPS Performing Arts Festival featuring more than 2,500 young people in nearly 100 ensembles drawn from more than 50 schools from all 8 wards of our city. As an extension of this celebration, we've had the opportunity to showcase artistic talent of young people who've had their artistic skills nurtured and developed, starting last evening with Columbia Heights Education Campus, and will conclude next Friday with School Without Walls Senior High School in DC. But tonight, we are so pleased to present a program that has been curated by and features representatives of the Kennedy Center's Youth Council. The KC Youth Council was started in the spring of 2016 to honor and recognize the value of youth voices to shape the future of the Kennedy Center. I'm honored, along with my co-mentor throughout this process, Imani Mickens, to serve as the lead for the KC Youth Council, which I additionally had the privilege of forming. As this is a youth-led program and all content was planned by our Youth Council, I'm pleased to bring to the stage in just a moment Youth Council member and your MC for tonight, Youth Poet Laureate Precious Foreman. I'm going to tell you a bit about Precious. She's a really remarkable young woman. Precious is a 16-year-old 10th grade student from Southern Maryland and a teenage poet, public speaker, filmmaker, and actress. Precious's love for communicating and the arts started as a toddler. Since then, she continued to follow her dreams and became the 2023 Youth Poet Laureate for Prince George's County, performed during the University of Wisconsin-Madison's Passing the Mic Poetry Festival and at the National Harbor's Juneteenth Festival. She also performed for us here at the Kennedy Center for our National Conference for Arts Educators in February. Precious has also worked to produce 6 short films, hosted various children's events around the DC metropolitan area, and created a news story with the PBS NewsHour. She dreams of becoming an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony EGOT winner and traveling the world. Please welcome our MC tonight, Precious Foreman.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. First, I want to thank you for introducing me, share a little bit more about myself. Again, I am a 16-year-old poet, and I am a member of the Kennedy Center Youth Council. And I would love to bring out our first performer, who is Ari Anneman and Miles Sam. Ari Anneman is a singer-songwriter, and is a senior at Duke Ellington School of the Arts, and has been on the Youth Council since 2022. He will be attending Belmont University in the fall as a commercial voice major. Ari has been a part of the Kennedy Center's WNO Opera Institute and was a member of the Children's Chorus of Washington for 5 years. He recently placed second in the Vocal Arts Society competition and will be performing in the lead role later this month in an opera, The Gold Miners at Duke Ellington. He's excited to share his gift with you tonight. Miles Sam is a 17-year-old guitarist at the Duke Ellington School of the Arts, where he is a junior. He has performed at the New Orleans Jazz Fest and has performed in Spain as well. He has played with the likes of saxophonist Donald Harrison, as well as the former Chic vocalist Silver Logan Sharp. He will finish his high school education in the fall at Duke. He has studied guitar since he was in middle school and plans to go to college for music.
Dreary skies, time flies. I try and I try, but where's the prize? I'm caught off guard, I feel inclined to say what's on my mind. My life has simply begun until I hit that home run. It's time to start committing, 'cause I ain't quitting. Front and center, like I always wanted. It's time to take accountability and take that huge step. The future is now. My story is starting. In the end, I'll take a bow. If it was worth it. Dreary skies, time flies. I try and I try, but where's the prize? I'm caught off guard, I feel inclined to say what's on my mind. My life hasn't begun until I hit that home run. It's time to start committing, 'cause I ain't quitting. Yeah, 'cause I ain't quitting. 'Cause I ain't quitting. 'Cause I ain't quitting. Yeah, 'cause I ain't quitting. 'Cause I ain't quitting. 'Cause I ain't quitting. Yeah, 'cause I ain't quitting. Yeah, 'cause I ain't quitting. 'Cause I ain't quitting. 'Cause I ain't quitting. 'Cause I ain't quitting. Yeah, 'cause I ain't a
All right, y'all. Let's give it up one more time for Ari and Sam. Next, we have the jazz ensemble with John Wood, Joshua Black, Elliot Selpa, and Jasper Batty. John Wood plays the upright and electric bass and is a senior at the School Without Walls High School. John founded the jazz band at School Without Walls in his junior year and is happy to say it is now a prominent band in the school's performing arts department. Outside of school, he is currently in the Bethesda Blues and Jazz Youth Orchestra, as well as involved with the Sitter Arts Center, a local nonprofit centered around arts education. He has been fortunate to be a part of the Kennedy Center Youth Council, and he looks forward to its future and hoping peers and friends being exposed to the arts. Joshua Black is a school at John Without Woods High School and plays the saxophone in a professional youth orchestra, Bethesda Blues and Jazz Youth Orchestra, and is a proud Kennedy Center Youth Council member. He has performed with legends such as Freddie Cole, Cindy Blackman Santana, and the Count Basie Orchestra, and is passionate about music and performance and loves supporting programs such as the Kennedy Center Youth Council that helps young artists and expose young people to the arts. Elliot Sepulveda is a high school senior at DC International School. He is a drummer and plays genres like jazz and rock. He is in several bands such as the Bethesda Blues and the Jazz Youth Orchestra and the rock band Personal Injury. And last but not least, Jasper Batty is an 8th grader at Pyle Middle School. He plays piano, oboe, and saxophone in his free time. His favorite Bethesda Blues and Youth Orchestra, school jazz band, and with his free time, I'm sure he loves to play more jazz music. So give it up one more time. And without further ado, I guess. That was incredible. So now we're going to have Ari Endelman as a solo accompanied by Liz Munn on piano. We are delighted to welcome Ari back to the stage, and he is accompanied by Liz Munn. Pianist Liz Munn has received many awards internationally as a concert pianist and has given concerts all over the world for audiences in Switzerland, France, Italy, South Korea, and the United States. With the highlight performance, Beethoven Piano Concert No. 1 with Moscow Symphony Orchestra, and an award-winning piano solo recital at Carnegie Hall. Liz was awarded an artist diploma from École Normale de Musique de Paris and a Master of Music degree in piano performance from the Royal Conservatoire of Scotland.
Well, I've heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, and the major lift. The baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, your faith is strong, but you need proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew ya. Well, she tied you to her kitchen chair. She broke your throne and she cut your hair. And from your lips she drew the hallelujah. 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 Well, maybe there's a God above, but all I've ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody who outdrew ya. Well, it's not a cry that you're here at night. It's not somebody who's seen the light. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Can we give another warm round of applause for Ari and Liz? So we're at that special time where we're going to welcome out our MC. She's double dutying. She's quite an incredible artist, and that's Precious Foreman. Precious, as I mentioned a little earlier, was the 2023 Youth Poet Laureate, and she graciously agreed to serve as MC, which is a stressful job. So I just want to thank her for doing this additional work, in addition to, of course, doing what she does, which is really a poet. So please welcome out Precious Foreman.
This is my poem, Flowers. Flowers are so precious. Their sweet aromas enjoy like love letters. Only celebrations or special occasions enjoy their presence. And February never fails to prove they possess many admirers. From when there were only seeds in the ground, never was it planted in their mind the worry. Space is of the essence. Millions of buds bring along new beginnings at once, and still, violets never challenge black-eyed Susans. They all embrace their own pace. Why does it never seem that when one flower blooms, it blocks the gift of light to another small bud? Why does it always seem that when one black girl blooms, another suffers? Why do we think black girls are always running out of space? Why do we think there's not enough room for us all to be great? I never realized these thoughts were planted in me until the gorgeous curls of my sister swirled and my heart squeezed comparison into my blood and onto my sleeves. But thank God my sister freezed the virus before it could take over. My eyelids turned my image of her from a fear into a flower. Intelligence, intention, and intuition told my parents to clip these thoughts early on. They know this poison hardened sisters into dry dreams and wishes, and besides, we aren't alone in this garden. Sometimes my eyes still find beauty in the illusion of perfection. Yet my eyes don't see what the hologram hides, the limits, when there is so much more I want to explore. Error is found in every human being, but so is excellence. So how could I chase a strain of imperfection that seems effortless when really we are all precious? Even stars share the single night sky like loving friends embrace each other, who know alone they are special, but together they are monumental, who don't compare by the length of hair or exposure to the sun's bright rays, who don't fear a tree's shadow will take away, or their own presence would be threatened by just another pretty butterfly. With my roots deep in solid soil and my head way up to the skies, then I realize nothing threatens me, not the seemingly above or below, not those flowers standing right next to me. Just as you cannot compare lilies to violets to azaleas to roses, no one can take away your destiny because it has already chosen.
Isn't she incredible? Give another round of deep applause for Precious Foreman, who will be coming back to do her MC duties, but I have to do this one because it's a little bit special for me. I'm really pleased to welcome to the stage Christian Blair, who is currently a senior at the Duke Ellington School of the Arts, and in the fall of 2024, he will be attending Marymount Manhattan College in New York City. Yes, it is, for costume design, and he plans on transferring into the BFA Musical Theater program. So why this is special is Christian is the first student for Youth Council that we've ever taken that's an 8th grader. Our program is focused on 9th through 12th grade, and I see his mom out in the audience, and at the time, his older brother, who's also out in the audience and was one of our first Youth Council members, when Noah joined, his mom suggested that Christian join too. And I was a little I was like, oh, I don't know, he's kind of young, but he has been one of the most mature and one of the most fantastic members of the council. So I just wanted to acknowledge him particularly in this senior year. He is, yes. And you'll hear Christian a couple of times tonight. So Christian is not only a singer, but he's an actor and a dancer. He's also a student with Young Artists of America, and he's delighted to be here and perform for you guys tonight. So welcome Christian with Liz Munn on piano.
Somebody hold me too close. Somebody hurt me too deep. Somebody sit in my chair and ruin my sleep and make me aware of being alive, being alive. Somebody need me too much. Somebody know me too well. Somebody pull me up short and put me through hell and give me support for being alive. Make me alive. Make me alive. Make me confused. Mock me with praise. Let me be used. Vary my days. But alone is alone, not alive. Somebody crowd me with love. Somebody force me to care. Somebody let me come through. I'll always be there, as bright and as you, to help us survive. Being alive, being alive, being alive.
Isn't he incredible, yo? Okay, so, yes, again. Returning to the stage are Ari and Christian, accompanied by Liz Munn.
Strangely quiet, but now the storm simply rests to strike again. Standing, waiting, I think of her. I think of strange this Mary. She leaves the room, yet remains. She lingers on. Something stirs me to think of her. I think of her. From depth she casts a spell. All night we hear her sighs. And now a girl has come who has her eyes. She has her eyes. The girl has Lily's hazel eyes. Those eyes that saw him happy long ago. Those eyes that gave him life and hoped he never known. How can he see the girl and miss those hazel? She has her eyes. The girl has Lily's hazel eyes. Those eyes that closed and left me long ago. Those eyes I fear will never, ever let me go. How can I miss those girls and miss her hazel eyes? In Lily's eyes, a castle
this house seemed to be. And I, her bravest knight, became my lady fair was she.
She has her eyes, she has my lily's hazel eyes, those eyes that loved my brother, never me. Those eyes that never saw me, never knew I longed to hold her close, to live at last in Lily's eyes.
Imagine me, a lover.
I longed for the day she'd turn and see me standing there. What God
had let her stay.
She has her eyes.
She has my lily's hazel eyes, those eyes that closed and
Those eyes that
left me
closed
all
and
alone.
left me. How
Can I now forget that once I dared
to be
in love and life and hope in Lily's eyes, in Lily's eyes.
Okay. And next we will have Sanaya Pearson performing spoken word. Sanaya Pearson is a 16-year-old international baccalaureate student at Central High School in Maryland. She currently serves as the 2024 Youth Poet Laureate of Prince George's County.
Perfect. The outsider. I'm the outsider looking in, the supporting cast in your movie until I'm casted away, tucked into the worn shelves of your minds. I find my voice not one to be heard, but rather swaddled in artificial sympathy. A baby being coddled to forget its nightmares, to forget the darkness that shatters its soul. The hunger for change lulled with the newest overdue holiday, its sweets, until the bitter aftertaste of tolerance rolls off their tongue. Until we forget our forgotten dreams and the hymns we once sung. I am an outsider. And to many, that means that I don't dare to be in, that I am not you, my box too confined and rigid to be yours, too many continents to be labeled, too different to sit at your table, that its contents couldn't possibly have any value be written. The world as misshapen as its lid. And the foolish believe we aren't connected, that our lines of history don't all needle in somewhere, but I'm human. Doesn't that count for something? That I can smile, lips crackled with shame, that I can look, stare wide enough to be liked enough to grasp cold hands, that I can cry, tears spilling books of memories, pages of pain perishing, engulfed in flames, concrete, housing fireplays, witch hunts, crowds lit with bliss, too blind see the trouble and too dense to douse it out. Ink bark curling in pain. Literature lost in the mouths of the dead. Banned our so much, probably wish it was us instead. I am an outsider. So much so that I can't be allowed in your pool. The only time you let us swim is when you knew we drown. Water plugging ears until we forget how freedom sounds, how our language sounds, how our culture sounds. Too content to notice the fire surrounding us outside, it's beckoning us closer. Come here, child, it said. What are you to live if you cannot breathe? If you cannot see? Suffocating these branches, these leaves, leaves us nothing but withering change. I am an outsider, born by the river, but no water can quench this unescapable thirst, the beast that always needs to be fed. If I touch it, my skin may melt. If I jump into the fire that pulls its soul like mine, my skin may burn. It may peel back my eyes. The grass may never be green again. My feet will finally know ground. But would I then know what it's like to be the insider looking out, silent? Thank you.
That was incredible. Next, we have a string quartet with Kate Shepard, who is a junior at Washington Latin Public Charter and has been playing violin for 12 years. She is excited to continue exploring the arts. Kate is a member of the Kennedy Center Youth Council. Aitiana Camprono is a 17-year-old junior at the Washington Latin Public Charter School. She has been playing the upright bass since her freshman year of high school. Albert Burnett is a sophomore at Walter Johnson High School and has been a cellist for 12 years. He's excited for his string quartet debut at the Kennedy Center, period. Madison Zegler is a freshman at the Washington Latin and has been playing violin for 7 years. She's excited to be doing her first performance at the Kennedy Center. Okay. And last but not least, we have one more jazz ensemble with Ari Anneman, lead vocal, who you've heard throughout this evening, will feature as a vocal soloist. Caleb Johnson is a senior at Duke Ellington School for the Arts and will be attending Johns Hopkins University's Peabody Institute next school year. Kevin Kearney Jr., yes, is a 18-year-old drummer who graduated from the Duke Ellington High School. He is now a rising sophomore at Peabody Conservatory. Emma Brennan is currently a senior at Duke Ellington School of the Arts and is planning on studying jazz guitar at Eastman School of Music in Rochester, New York. Benjamin Trimbley is a D.C. area native attending Ohio University. He's been playing saxophone since high school and has played with acts such as the OJs, the Temptations, and Gladys Knight, and venues across the East Coast. Joseph Morris is a 19-year-old jazz trumpeter and composer. This past year, he attended the University of North Texas and was a member of the 2 O'Clock Lab Band. He will be transferring to Peabody for his sophomore year to study under Sean Jones. Jonathan Stiff is a DC-based musician. He has played as venues such as the Vice Principal's House, Kennedy Center with the Jazz Combo, and has gone to Spain and Portugal with DC Youth Orchestra. And last but not least, Anna K. Scars is an up-and-coming fluitist and alto saxophonist on the DC scene. She just finished her freshman year at the University of Maryland, which she attends on a full-ride scholarship.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting home by, you know how I feel. Well, it's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on a tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day is done, that's what I mean. And this whole world is a new world, and a bold world for me. Oh, for me. Give it up for the jazz ensemble. We got Josh on trumpet, Annika on alto sax. We got Benjamin on bari sax, JS on bass guitar, Kevin on the drums, Caleb on the keys, and we got Emma on the guitar. Stars when you shine, you know how I feel. Center the pine, and you know how I feel. Oh, freedom is mine, and I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling so good. So good. I'm feeling good.
That is the conclusion of our show, except we do want to acknowledge our 3 graduating seniors from the Youth Council. So I would love to welcome Ari Andelman to stay, Christian Blair, and John Wood. These 3 incredible young artists have been so instrumental, no pun intended, to support Youth Council and all of the great programs. We're going to miss them terribly, but we just thank them for being such a big part of curating tonight's program and just being great citizens and great people. So just a small token so you won't forget your Kennedy Center experience. We wish these 3 young artists the very best, and once you're you're Youth Council for life. So we can't wait for them to return as alumni, and we'll be putting information out about next year's Youth Council so we can hopefully meet as wonderful young people as these who've been a part of our program so far. Thank you so much for being with us tonight, and have a wonderful evening. Appreciate you guys so much.
Thank you for joining us at Millennium Stage. For more information about upcoming shows, please check out the Kennedy Center website or Facebook page. As we prepare for another performance, we ask that you please exit the seating area so we can safely put away our chairs.